Ron, putting mail in a mailbox should be a very safe and a very simple act, but it's one thing to do it here at the post office, quite another when you're on a dog's home turf, as many letter carriers have found out. They say dogs are a man's best friend, but there's one group of people in this world that may beg to differ.
You're either afraid they're going to open up a screen door, they're going to run into it and jump out when you're on the porch, or knock out a screen in the window and come out.
Tony Hupperts is one of those letter carriers that's learned to be leery of these four-legged creatures, and maybe for good reason. Last year, Denver placed 8th in the country for the number of dog attacks on postal carriers, 31.
If you hear barking, you should always be alert and ready for something that could happen.
This is serious stuff, the Postal Service says. Well over 5,000 of its employees were bitten last year. Costly medically, an average of $3,000 per bite, and psychologically.
It really rattles some of our people. It makes them very leery in going back to the job. It's hard for them, and that's their career.
Hupperts has been bitten once by a wiener dog.
I was fine. No blood.
But she's heard of much worse incidents. Like other carriers, she packs pepper spray. She also has a friendly reminder for customers who think their lovable pooch couldn't hurt a flea when her truck's in the neighborhood.
I think it's a good time to put the dog in or make sure the dog is on the leash, and that really, really helps us out a lot.
Now, in case you're wondering, Houston is #1 in the country with 62 dog attacks last year. The Postal Service has made this a top priority issue, issuing warning letters to homes where dogs are left unattended and cutting off service to homes where those attacks occur. Hendrik Sabrandi, Fox 31 Denver.
For the first time ever, I think, ooh, and I click on the ads on the right.
Erica McClarity recently changed her Facebook relationship status to engaged.
As soon as I was engaged, everything on the right side was from invitations to flowers.
The social networking giant is closely tracking your activity and cashing in on its 600 million loyal users. Ads are instantly popping up within seconds of a status update.
I had made some comments about trying to plan a wedding, and the Rocky Mountain Bridal Show link came up. And I went to it on Sunday.
And the strategy is working.
I'm a perfect person to aim their ads at because I am looking for all those things.
When you type in specific information, for example, coffee, advertisers instantly see your status and pop up relevant ads.
I got Tiki Hut coffee, Nescafe coffee, shopcoffee.com.
The ads are slowly tracking your every move online and selling off your interests and activities to advertisers. The strategy is proving to be profitable, but at what cost?
You can get calls, random calls from people. It's like, how did you get my number?
Nina Sperano, Fox 31 News.
Ron, the school here called police about 11:40 this morning after a teacher reported to the principal what the student had done. The student now faces 2 misdemeanors, and he's not welcome back here anymore.
When you drop your children off at school, you just assume that they're going to be okay.
It was parents learning a frightening lesson at Stein Elementary, that violence can strike even in an elementary class.
A student here at Stein Elementary that had brought a BB gun to school and used it on some of his classmates.
Michael Mascarenas first got word about the crime through a pre-recorded phone message. Parents also got this letter.
When the teacher looked away, he'd shoot a student and look away, shoot another one.
Police say he shot 6 kids. The teacher, a substitute, unaware until female students told her after class.
The actions are very alarming, but once all the interviews were done, out of the 6 kids, only one of them had a red mark on him that would constitute, any injury.
Keep an eye on the kids and let them know what's right from wrong.
Some parents put the blame not on the kid, but his parents.
You don't just bring a gun to school and shoot at people. You don't. To harm somebody is not the way to go. You know what I mean? Even if it is just playing around, that's very serious.
Others are just relieved it wasn't worse.
I mean, a BB gun, that could have easily been a gun, a real gun. This child chose to use that gun on his classmates. That could have been the same with a firearm.
Now, the boy's arrest was very low-key. He was not handcuffed. In fact, his grandmother drove him to the police station where he was interviewed and booked on misdemeanors of assault and dangerous missiles. In Lakewood, Tammy Vigil, Fox 31 Denver.